Welcome to this video information session on how to create a live stream product on FitSwop.com. Going to our main page here on FitSwop.com, you'll go to the top right-hand corner where you'll see your Gravatar. If for some reason you do not see your Gravatar there, then you can log in there just by clicking that prompt. Then you will click on Store Manager. This is your home if you're a seller on FitSwop. So you'll click on Store Manager, and like I said, if for some reason you're not fully logged in, it will log you in or have you log in right here. So once you put in username and password, click Login. It'll take you to that Store Manager page, and this is your main page as a seller on FitSwop. On the left-hand side, you'll see a link for products, and that's a reminder there of that Store Manager to get you here. Scrolling down the left-hand side, that Add New for products. So products, Add New, click there, and that will take you to the screen where you can add a new product. Right here, you'll see you'll want to click Virtual. Downloadable is for when it is a downloadable product, such as a recorded event, but since this is live stream, we're going to just click that virtual button, put in the title for your class or your training session or your webinar, whatever your live event may be. You're then going to come down and put your pricing in. The right-hand toolbar for sale price, you only have to put that in if you're running a sale, but I'll show you how to do that here by clicking Schedule, and then you can put dates for a sale when you want to have a sale going on for Black Friday or for other purposes. So we can choose to upload a new file here, a new picture, as you can see from the computer, or you can also access your media library, and those are the images that you have already uploaded, clickable here, and insert a picture that way. And there's that picture. Note that there's also more image screens below to even add videos or other images to your product if necessary. Coming here, I'm going to show you the template that I have that I'm going to plug into the short description and the long description for the class. This template will be available to you to be able to give you an example of how to describe your class. Group fitness, or if it's personal training, you would click on whatever category is appropriate. And here again, I will have this template available for you on the site to give you some information on where to put and what you could possibly put in these descriptions. If we come down, we're going to click on attributes. Now for this particular class, my attributes are relatively limited because it is for all age ranges and genders, but I am going to specify it's a 60-minute class. The links here, this is for if you have other products or other classes you're promoting, you can cross-promote here and have that available at the bottom of the page. Notice how I hovered over that blue icon. That shows you what it is and gives you a description of what that is. This is the Event Setup tab. We're going to change it to yes, it is an event, and we're going to add the date and the time here on this screen. So for this live event, just make sure you put AM or PM, the date and time, from and to. Great. As far as venue goes, know that this is public information, so do not put your Zoom meeting information in here. This is a very generic venue in this case because we're doing live stream virtual events. It would be in My Meeting Room, or you could write Online Zoom Webinar in that box. You'll see there's a lot of options there to have a live class ticket, but right now we're doing, in this particular case, for a virtual event. But there will be more FAQs about doing this also for live events that are in person. This is the email associated with the inquiry. So if somebody tries to inquire about this class, it would kick out to that email to you. This is my logo that I created from canva.com. Under the store setup FAQs, we have some really good information on how to create store logos because that will be what shows up on your ticket. Aspect ratio is 125 by 125. It's very easy to put that in Canva. And again, there's another FAQ that shows you how to do that under How Do I Set Up Shop. Here we have the ticket text. So this is what's going to show up on the ticket once they purchase. I'm going to set up my Zoom account here. And depending on which one you use, whether it be Zoom, Skype, any of those types, this will vary by what platform you decide to use to host your meeting. So see here under the Zoom how I can create a meeting and have it set for the specifications and the times for my yoga class. Down below, you'll see there's a couple different options under Zoom. There's an option to have a password requirement to enter the meeting. And if you choose to do that, you just make sure that you put that information in the ticket sale. And I will show you how to do that. So here's some specific specifications under Zoom that you can choose to use or not use, completely up to you. Once it generates that ticket information for Zoom, you will simply be copying and pasting that into the ticket text. And I will show you that here shortly. So we're going to create our Zoom meeting. It should pop up for you to be able to save on your calendar. And again, this may vary a little bit depending on platform that you use to stream or how you go about doing it. Personally, for me, I save it on my Outlook calendar. So I'm going to pull up that scheduled meeting that I have. I'm going to copy all of this information that it provided me. So right where it says join Zoom meeting, I'm going to start there. I'm going to copy all the text from there on. And I'm going to simply paste that into my ticket text information right here. Now, if I scroll down, you'll see it's all right there. That's the ticket text information. That's what they see when they purchase the product. Now here, it is the thank you page text. So that will also give them a thank you message for purchasing your product. Here you can see I'm typing in just some sample text to be able to put in there. You can really put whatever you would like or makes you feel most comfortable in that space. But again, this is something that will show up when they purchase the product once they check out. So as you can see here, I'm putting a personalized note. Thank you for participating in this restorative yoga class and for supporting your local fitness instructor. Now, if we scroll down here to the next tab, it's the event details. So this is just another place for additional information on the product page. So I'm just going to put the very basic specifics for this event. The event date that I'm doing it, the time start, with a little bit of a reminder there just to come a few minutes earlier prior to class, the end date I'm going to add, and then after I do that with all of my backward and forward typing, and then we'll add any other specifics that you might want to add here. Note that there are a lot of different specifications that you can use. If you scroll down, there are all kinds of things that you can change to make it look better for you, just to customize it as much as you want, but you don't have to use any of these capabilities if you don't want. And if you scroll over any of those little tiny blue icons next to the listings, you'll see they're little question marks, and those will tell you what each of those things mean. But as you can see, I'm going to scroll down and not use all of those things. So this is just a quick snapshot of what shows you what it looks like on the other end. That first one above right here, this is that ticket text and the thank you. And that's the thank you. And then if we scroll down, this, is the ticket text. That's what they get by their email. So you'll see the top one is what they get when they check out, when they actually pay for the item, which has a link to the Zoom webinar information, but they also get the link and the information in their email. So they'll have that information to join the link, the Zoom link, by two different means. So again, there's all those different customizations. You can hover over and see what any of those different customizations are. For the sake of this video, it's not necessary to change all of those things. And then when you come down to the bottom, you'll see there's a button for draft. We'll come back to that though in just a second. I'm going to come back up to the top. I'm going to show you the stuff on the left-hand side here. Real quick, product policies. You'll just type in, since this is a virtual live stream, you'll see that I wrote no refunds here. I have my refund policy in there. If it were a physical good, that might be different, but since this is virtual and downloadable, we have a pretty strict policy at FitSwop.com that it's no refunds, and they have to go through a process with us in order to get a refund. Then I simply scroll down, I click draft. And what this does, and you can click draft at any point in time during this process to save it. See that green toolbar right there shows us that it was successfully saved. Now, there's usually on the left-hand side, and I'm going to show you here, a preview button. It's an option right there. That button should show up for you to be able to actually preview the product before you submit it for publication. And then you'll submit for review right here. To give you an idea, this is what it looks like, my draft button, or my preview, I'm sorry, button. When I hit preview, this is what popped up. It shows me what it was going to look like before I actually publish it. So this is, for lack of a better word, the rough draft. And so you'll see down here those cross cells. Since I haven't linked any of my other classes, it'll offer some different, very similar products. But know that under cross cells, you can actually put your other classes under related products there. I'm showing you just quickly by glancing through, but I encourage you to do the same. Just some of the different tabs that have all of your event information, your policies, and those types of things, just to give you an idea of where it shows up on the product page. So once I take a look at this and it looks okay to me, I am going to then submit it for approval. So again, if somebody books that with you, if they click on that, it will take to the right top hand corner, it will take them to their checkout or add that item to their cart. You also saw that there was a clickable link down there to ask a question that'll boot to your email. So a lot of different capabilities here that makes this a really great interface. So once you submit this for approval, it's a pretty quick process for it to be approved. It's just a matter of checking the terms of services and making sure that it's a fitness and health product. So that error is just because it's on my admin side. So it usually shows up green there. And then once I receive it on our end, our team will approve the product and it will be published on your shop. Once you have created that live stream product, it should be relatively easy just to switch out the dates and the times to recreate that product each week that you choose to do it.